Today on Monster Monday, we talk about a man who captured a legendary duende in his own backyard, footage of a demon found in the brush of Iraq, and a creature creeping around the front yard of Maddie Ann. Intro. Welcome back to Monster Monday, the show where I take my years and experience of filmmaking and try to see if these paranormal videos are real or if they're just a fake. We have a fun one today. We have 3 separate videos that we're taking a look at today. Let's see if we can figure them out. This video comes from Sebastian Acosta in Miami, Florida, where he's filming around his house that he just moves into, and he's trying to make a video to show his mom, and he captures a little more than he thought. So let's take a look at that. Alright, so now that we've taken a look at it, we've kind of got a view of it. As you can tell, the video is very shaky. It's a very quick shot. So we're going to put a little bit of a stabilizer on it to balance it out. We're also going to zoom in so we can get a better look. And let's see what we have here. Alright, so now that we have the stabilizer on it and it's zoomed in on it, you can easily see what's going on. I do feel like he thought he had captured something. I do not think he's trying to trick us. What you're seeing here is an actual effect in videography. It's called the parallax, which is when 2 objects are parallel from each other, but looked at like from the z-axis, they appear to be in the same area. So what we're actually seeing here, if you actually go through this frame by frame, if you look above the object in the tree that is said to be the duende, you can see there's actually a stick coming down. So all this is just, it's a twig hanging from a tree with what looks to be a bundle of little red leaves on it or something along those lines. What it is this leaf is about 7 foot in front of the branch itself. So you're getting this parallax. Now the best way to describe parallax is when you're looking at a ground while driving, the road next to you, the gravel is flying by. But if you look out in the distance, the trees are just barely moving along. So this is what you're seeing here. Because that leaf is closer to the camera, it looks like it's moving at a faster rate than the limb behind it. But because of the way it is set up and the way we're viewing it, it looks like it's on the limb. But actually, if you go back to the very first frame, you can tell that it's not even touching the limb. So this here is completely debunked. It is just a leaf hanging in front of the tree. This next video comes from an Iraqi YouTube channel with Kazim and Munir. I really hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, but I could be completely wrong with it, and I apologize. What you'll see here is they're actually out at night. Looks like they're around some brush area, and they do stumble upon what looks to be just a black figure standing in the middle of this bush, smiling. So take a look at it.
يسوي النفس شيء لا تخاف لا تخاف سحب على كيفك انسحب شوف هاي السوادة يا أسد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اصبر لا تخاف والله بس نشتغل ديكرنا اسمع لا تسوي عورنا والله قبل تكتك اسمع.
Alright, so that actually is pretty creepy when you look at it upon first glance, but we're going to take a little bit of a deeper look into it. So what we've done here is, again, we zoom in on it. We're going to brighten the screen, and as we brighten the screen, we're starting to get a little bit more detail. But on the spectrum of color, it's harder to see shades of black together than it is to see shades of white. So we're actually going to put an invert on it so it looks like a film negative. And that way there, everything black will turn white and everything white will turn black. And that way there we can actually see a little bit difference in the shades of color, and maybe we can actually start to get some detail of what's going on here. What I'm seeing as if you go through this frame by frame is at one point right here, you actually see this white line that appears on top of the mouth of the figure. So yeah, if you follow that white line completely straight over, you'll see that it actually continues on into another line and goes down to a perfect 90-degree angle. What this is CGI. Somebody has used a mask and they tried to add to it or take away or something, and they didn't hide it completely correct. They put something in it that actually went larger than the frame itself. So what you're seeing here is a mask put over it to try to make something move or hide something or even add something. So at this point, I'm going to tell you right now, this is debunked. It's CGI. So on our third video, this next video actually comes from a YouTube channel called Maddie Ann. She started hearing strange noises in her front yard. Bushes were being pulled up. She just kept finding just strange things going on. So finally one night, as the noises were happening, she goes outside with a camera, and this is what she gets. So let's take a look at that.
Hearing the craziest noises. Listen. Ruby, shut up, Ruby. Holy shit.
So the light starts coming across what looks to be a shed right here, and as the light gets right to the edge of the tree, you can see a head duck back behind the tree here. So this one intrigued me because it is pretty dark. Let's find out, 'cause she does seem really scared. She does seem really, and after looking at her YouTube channel, she had like one video before, it was just her, like a daily normal thing. Like she just kind of did a random video, I think, of them out shooting guns or something. And then the next video is this one, and then after that it's just like 6 more videos of them talking about this video. So they're not like out creating a bunch of videos. They're not out like having a bunch of ghost footage or paranormal videos. This is the only one. So I really don't feel like they're trying to make some big viral videos. Nothing's pointing to the idea of them trying to make a fake video. So I really wanted to dig a little deeper into this one. I really wanted to see if we could brighten it up and kind of dig in and really see what's on this tree. First thing we do is we actually zoom in on it to try to get a closer look, and there's not much detail there. So what we decided to do, again, we decided to put an inverse on it to see if that will actually bring out a little more detail. And what we ended up bringing out was this image right here. So you can see there's like a shape of a head, but we can't really tell what is what at this point. So I wanted to compare, because an inverse will actually throw off an image. You can actually like start making up new features that maybe weren't there originally. So what I wanted to do was we actually went out and recreated this video the best that we could with what we had here to try to put the same effects on it to see what we come up with and try to compare the images. So this is actually us out filming, Alexis and myself, and this is what we wound up with. The same image, the same in the same style, and we put the same effects and everything on it as we did for Maddie Ann's video. And what we're gaining here, if you look, you can see that Alexis's eyes glow a little bit brighter than the rest of her face. So if you look over here at this clip, you can see that this creature also has what appears to be a set of eyes. They're glowing almost in the same way that Alexis are glowing, and they're kind of in the same position, except for they're just a little further apart than normal human eyes would be. So this is one of the ones that it was the reason I wanted to talk about it, because the deeper I dug into this one, the creepier it got. We started getting more details. We started getting more, images that were coming out of it, and it just looked, I don't know, the deeper we went into it, the less that I could prove what it is, the less that I could go, oh, this is this, is this. This one's got me stumped. I mean, even to the point that if you watch the video and you compare it to the door handle on the shed, this thing only appears to be about 3-4 foot tall unless it's hunched over, and then a human hiding behind a tree wouldn't be hunched over because they'd be trying to stand up as tall as they could to keep hidden away. So this one has me completely stumped. I see no evidence of video tampering. The more I look into it, the creepier it gets. So there's definitely something there, and the more I look at it, the more I feel it's something we don't know about. Alright guys, well I hope you enjoyed the video today, so please leave in the comments exactly what you think, if you think they're real or fake, or maybe if I missed something, or if I'm even looking at something wrong, please just let me know. I would love to hear what you guys think. I would love to really see if you guys see anything more. Please, if you like this, be like a Sasquatch and smash that like button. Also, while you're down there, there's a little button called subscribe. Go ahead and hit it. I won't tell nobody. But please guys, y'all be safe out there, and go look at the stars. Aliens.